the pyramid?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. I had arranged with Nick, I'd take a picture of him before he takes a picture of me. They go so fast. I tried. They had spotlights above them. It's hard.
عايز حنطور هنا ابو شريف اهو.
Ja może nosy 4-5 chłopców sobie szli. Taka bez They go so fast. I tried. They had spotlights above them. It's hard.
I know they changed the door. The guard said it.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a du monde?
怎么感觉在演讲？
I tried. They had spotlights above them. It's hard.